in a Wall Street Journal for employees. And they call me up and say, look, we've had some applications for employee from such and such an area, which happens to be in the amount of states that I've represented. And they said, we'd like you to go and interview these people and then send us the name of the person you think most suitable to be an employee, as you having had the experience there in the area. So I wound up choosing various employees, not only for the warehouse, but for service and sales in my area. And I found out, having been around bikes a lot, most of the people that were in the motorcycle business were enthusiasts, and that was okay with me. But then I discovered all by myself, look, if this motorcycle is going to go big in this country, and I think it can, because these people don't mind spending money, and they're approaching this in a very serious way. They ought to be trained as to what the motorcycle is all about, how to fix it, because something's going to go wrong with them, so forth. So that's when I wound up choosing Bob Jameson, because I figured there ought to be a service school set up for dealers' mechanics, because as you know, most people involved in the motorcycle business were enthusiasts. Not necessarily mechanics or salespeople, but they were enthusiastic about a motorcycle. So that's how we wound up then enlarging the parts warehouse to include a service school where they would be taught how to work on a Honda. And this worked out pretty well until some things that I'm not going to tell you about, but it had to do with unionizing and so forth. So first thing you know, I get the message, we're going to close the Racine warehouse. And I said, well, it's your business. You do what you want to do. And so they said, well, we want you to come to California. And I said, well, because I had built a house there in Racine, and I kind of liked it because I was born and raised there. I said, well, I'm thinking to myself, the road runs both ways, so I might as well give it a shot. So I went to California, and this was about 1969 by this time, and I'd had a little service with the company and so forth. So they said, well, we want you to be a sales manager for the eastern half of the United States, east of the Mississippi River. And you can be the sales manager, because you know most of the dealers out that way. In fact, Mary's, I'd set most of them up, and they're friends of mine. Dick Lamford in Ohio and various guys that I knew. So I emigrated to California. And in the position I had, which was Eastern Sales Manager, then they decided they wanted me to be a service manager for the United States. Well, when you got a job, you do what the company says. And introducing the motorcycle, the name of Honda, to the United States is pretty big job. And as most of you know, with gray hair and all, you can remember before World War II, anything made in Japan was junk. And so the thinking came along of people like myself that was kind of must have been a junky motorcycle. But I still say today, what kept Honda going, even after a lot of mistakes that were made and so forth, is the quality of the product. That's what held the whole thing together. And parts availability, just like that, that was a big thing. So one day, they said to 4 of us, service manager, sales manager, parts manager, employee relations manager. We're going to send you to Japan, and you can visit the operation in Japan.